So, Game Pass. What's going on? I have no idea. Game Pass used to be the best deal in gaming history. Low cost, high like potential. Used to be the best deal. For a monthly deal of like $9.99, you get day one games, you get older games, newer games, a library that's huge. But after this price hike and some shaky non-first party games and them going third party, we have no idea what's going on at this point in time. So I'm asking myself, what's Microsoft thinking? It's more than just paying a few extra dollars. It's more than that. It's the fundamental shift that they have come to with changing Game Pass. Honestly, I don't know where Xbox is going, but I'm more than willing to talk about it. So let's do it. All right, so let's jump right into it. The single biggest issue that has ignited this entire conversation, obviously we all know, was the price hike. They have tiers now. The essential tier at $9.99, the premium at $14.99, and the ultimate, which is $30. Let's put all this in perspective for a second. The ultimate tier jumped from $16.99 to $29.99. That's not a small thing. It's not. We've seen people on Twitter, we've seen people on Reddit talk about how much $30 is. If they really think about it, that is double what the original price was of $9.99. Like, it pisses me off because I'm actually an Xbox fan. I'm an Xbox guy. My first ever console was Xbox. I played the original Halo, and I have been an Xbox guy up to maybe a year ago when I decided to switch over to PC. After all this third party stuff started going around, I'm like, at that point, might as well get a PC. Here I am. So, and it's actually for the better. I'm enjoying PC a lot more. There's technical issues on the side, but that's besides the point. Microsoft has definitely improved Game Pass, but at the cost of putting all the big acquisitions, the Bethesda and the Activision, and them not recouping all their money. They're just throwing it on the consumer, which I really don't like. The sentiment of greed over gaming has become a powerful recurring theme in the conversation for Game Pass. The thing about it is, when your customers are so vocal about leaving, like, you have a problem. You really have a big problem. It sends a message that not only have you lost the trust of the customer, they no longer like believe in what you're doing. They don't believe what you say. So, in my opinion, Microsoft has a lot of work to do to regain that trust, even if they can gain it back in the first place. It's gonna take a lot. So, with all this chaos going around Game Pass, let's take a look at the competition. PlayStation Plus. So at this point, it's impossible not to look at PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus's highest tier is around $18 a month. That's $12 less than Ultimate. That's $12. The core of Xbox's argument has always been day one access to first party games. If you want to play titles from studios like Bethesda, Activision, the moment they release, Game Pass was the way to do it. But Sony, on the other hand, they have traditionally not put AAA titles on their PlayStation Plus. Instead, PlayStation Premium was like curated backlogs from hundreds of games from PS1, 2, 3 era, but at this point, those lines are starting to blur. Sony has like started to put more third-party games on the service, signaling like a shift in strategy on their end. When you're paying nearly twice the price for one subscription on the other, you kind of have to ask yourself, is it even worth it anymore? So for many, with Sony now offering a comparably like feature-rich service for significantly less money, the value of Game Pass is like non-existent at this point. It's not as legendary as it used to be. It's not over the top value like it was. So you kind of have to look at competitors now. That's like I said earlier, that's personally why I switched to Steam. That's why I now have a PlayStation, like, to play those first party games. Like, now that Xbox is also going third party, everything is coming to PlayStation. Gears of War is on PlayStation. Forza, it's on PlayStation. Like, I don't get it anymore. I don't, and I know I've said that quite a bit, but I just don't get it anymore. And I know I'm not the only one that feel that way. I really want to know what's going on. Future level check here. I realized earlier I messed up my B-roll, so I'm just redoing it over again. You guys would like to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your friends' friends, tell your mother's friends. Let's have a conversation about anything gaming related, whether it be the latest games or the oldest games. Let's talk about it. Once again, I'm Level Check. Like, comment, subscribe. That'll be greatly appreciated. I'm new. Let's get back to it. So is this price hike really justified? I don't really think so, just because the main draw of Game Pass Ultimate has always been the promise of like major games getting published, but it feels like there's a high and then there's a low. You know, it's like you guys ever seen the wave thing? It's like the dips, the ups and the downs, and the ups and the downs. This creates a sense of unstable value. If we're gonna be paying $30 a month, I need something every month on the month, every month on the month. But it's so unstable. You start to question, do I really want to pay $30 a month for Game Pass anymore? Yes, now there are some indie bangers. There are some indie games that are really good, you know, but it's not the promise that we originally had with Game Pass. It's not that. This is the core, like, of shrinking value proposition. It's not just the price going up. It's about the perceived output. You know, we put this in, what do we get out? To give and take. Right now it seems like it's a take, and then they give a little give. You know, every month we consistent with money going out every month, faithfully, $15-$30, but we may get a good game coming this month, we may get a bad game coming this month. It doesn't seem like there's a real fair give and take. It's hard to really say if it's valuable. It's valuable for somebody. If you're I can't even say that. It's $360 a year now. I can't. If you're somebody who doesn't play that many games, if you buy like 7-8 games a year, maybe Game Pass may be worth it because it's $360 a year. But at that point, you might as well just buy the games you want. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. You guys let me know what you guys think about it. Do you get it? I don't. So let's talk about one of the other things that Microsoft is having a problem with right now, and that's obviously exclusivity. Which, if you think about it, the whole reason for owning a console exclusively is for exclusive games. It's literally, that's what it's for. You're getting more bang for your buck. They've put Pentiment, they've put Hi-Fi Rush, they've put Sea of Thieves, they've put Grounded, all on other ecosystems, which is really counterproductive. This isn't just a small test that they're doing. That was well over a year or so ago when they first started that. This is a bold shift to bring more people into the platform, but in my opinion, that's really counterproductive. It's really biting them in the butt right now. This creates a serious identity crisis for Game Pass. If you're a gamer who owns multiple consoles, like, why would you even pay $30 a month with Game Pass when you can just wait and get it on a PlayStation or wait for it to come out on PC? Like, the strategy is a direct contradiction for the main selling point of Game Pass. This move has kind of left other developers baffled. Like, why would they like develop for Microsoft if like their titles are just gonna show up everywhere else? For us as subscribers, it's another reason to question what we're paying for. Like, it feels like being asked to pay a premium for all-in-one pass to find out the main attractions are just down the street. Like, it really just doesn't make any sense to me. But that's a problem they're gonna have to face come sooner or later. So to put this all up in one nice bow, I'm gonna leave the question up to you guys. Where does that leave Game Pass right now? The service is at a crossroads. It's facing the perfect storm of major price hikes and honestly an upset community. Like, we put all this into you and we're really getting nothing back. The best deal in gaming has become like one of the most expensive subscriptions in this category, and for many of the people that's out there that subscribe to it, it's no longer a benefit. You know, Microsoft is in a tough spot. They need to balance revenue with appeasing customers. To fix this, they need to just, you know, do more than just put out corporate statements. They need to address what's going on and if they can even fix it. Like, more importantly, they need to take a hard look at what they're offering. It's a $30 price tag for a subscription service and ask if it's really worth it. Because right now, many people really aren't convinced. But like I said, I just want to turn it over to you guys. Tell me what you guys think. Is $30 too much? Is it justified? Have you canceled your subscription already? Personally, I have. And I'm an Xbox guy. But, you know, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say. But, guys, that's another one. Level check. Rolling out.